That's what the show is about.
Yes, welcome
The
everyone
big brainiac.
to the
Welcome.
today's episode of RANDtek. Today we have
Random-
some
random
interesting
technology.
interesting topics to talk about. It shouldn't be so random because have you heard of AI before?
Yes.
Do you know what it means?
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence,
I ain't-
exactly.
I ain't artificially intelligent. I'm a self-made intelligence.
Mm-hmm. But the thing
But
with
I'm not very
computers
intelligent.
is that, the way that they think, they're really good at doing one process or one way of, I guess, thinking, one way of intelligence.
Oh, okay. They can do multiple processings, but
Exactly.
just in
But the thing
ones
is
and
that
zeros.
if you train them with a specific data set, just a really specific thing, it's kind of like brainwashing somebody or teaching them to do only one thing. But computers can do that one thing incredibly well. So there's this, I guess, standard or this way of doing things called OpenAI, and I'm not necessarily, I guess, well vested in the idea of OpenAI, but I really know how machine learning works,
Mm-hmm.
and I still think that that's really interesting because it really makes you think about. Well, thank you for the auto host, Luke. It really makes you think about, what can these machines do in the future. And I know we might want to discuss this later on in the stream, but Isaac Asimov always worried about, computers getting too intelligent.
Right.
Computers, being able to take over the world. I never think that that'll happen, and I've already talked about that in the past. But I think that the applications that computers can have, it's really cool.
Well, what was the year that Isaac Asimov?
Like in the 60s or something.
It was in the
Hold on one
60s, and in
second.
the 60s there was a lot
There we
of
go.
what we didn't necessarily know or what we couldn't recognize to be what computers are. I mean, what were computers like in the 60s? What were the idea of robots like in the 60s? Did we get that from Meet George Jetson? I mean, what did we get the idea of? When did he say? I mean, what prompted Isaac Asimov to say, if we're not careful, robots will have the directive to kill people. They will get intelligent enough that they will kill people.
Mm-hmm. So here's Isaac Asimov right there. So he died in 1992.
1970s chops there.
Let's see. I'm gonna
When
try
did he
and find
die?
his.
1970. He was born in 1920 and he died in 1992. So when did he speculate that?
So a robot may not. Okay. So what Isaac Asimov did was he basically laid out these ground rules for robots. He said, this is the restrictions that we need to have, because he embraced them. He said, I think that they're still a good thing, but if we let them get too powerful, then that's where we're going to run into some problems.
Well, I guess what I'm asking is, what was the technology of the day? I mean, what was it that Isaac? I mean, we can read all of the quotes that he can ever create, but what was he? A scientist? Was he an author? Was he? I mean, what exactly was it that led him to say we need to set some restrictions and some limitations?
Let's see, 1 second. I, Robot is a fix-up novel of science fiction written by
Author
Isaac Asimov.
Isaac Asimov. So he wasn't a scientist?
Doesn't look like it. Like, I kind of just knew the person, knew like the
name. Yeah, and we know the name
stuff.
Isaac Asimov because if you're studying anything at all to do with artificial intelligence, you are going to know that
But look,
this
was
where...
published in 1991, so really AI back in the 90s, it was nowhere near what we have today. Is basically machine learning is only a concept that we got to know about once we were able to develop powerful microprocessors that can do these thoughts. Because just to let you know some bit of information about AI and kind of the way that machine learning works, you really have to develop a huge data set in order to replicate stuff. If I want to teach you how to write, I'm going to not only have to show you written print, but I'm also going to have to show you or have you practice writing. And if you write something poorly, I'm going to have to say, no, you've got to do it like this. And that's basically the way the machine learning works. First of all, you have to feed it a bunch of data Let's say you feed it like a bunch of songs from a band, and it's able to process it, think about the way that the bass works, the way that the guitar works, the piano, basically the style of the band. And after feeding them so many samples, so many hours of that music, then the computer can get a grasp of, basically what it is like. It kind of has this schema of the band. And then what you have to do is ask it to try and replicate, try and make a song from that band. And it takes a long time. It takes a lot of replication. That's what they call training. So you have to go, the computer produces a song. You listen to it, you say, oh, this sounds like crap. It's just a bunch of random notes all over the place. So you say, no, make it more like this. You go back to the phase of trying to feed it data, and then so on and so forth. After thousands, tens of thousands of trials of making songs, eventually the computer will have a good enough grasp, will have a good enough way of, well, this is what I know not to do, so I'm going to try and lean it towards doing this correctly.
So where does the data come from? The data that you feed it initially?
That comes from just songs.
Your interpretation? Or do you just say, let's listen to a variety of songs, and then the computer needs to say, let me analyze what the song is and break down the components that make it what it is, the chords, that the sound, the tempo, the rhythm that makes it what it is.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly.
So you feed it a song. You don't have to say, let me break the song into. Because when you said I need to teach it how to write, I'm thinking you need to teach how to put your muscles together.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
And I was talking specifically about a human, because with a human you're going to say, well, you didn't write that letter correctly, do it again. Do it more like this. But
as a teacher who taught you how to write, I just had you trace things. I didn't necessarily say, this is the tension with which you need to hold the pencil. This is the position with which you need to hold the pencil. I did give you one of those little rubber things that kind of, formed your hand around a pencil.
But you did
also
then
say, all you did was trace it.
Because if I went and I held a pencil, like, I know, Apple Pencil, if I held it like this, you're going to say, no, hold it like this.
Right.
And eventually, because I know that I held it incorrectly, I held it like this or like that or whatever. Eventually, I figured out that this is the way that I was supposed to do it.
But there are people who write like this. There are people who write like, who hold the pencil like this and write like this. There are people who hold a pencil.
But what I'm just trying to say is.
But just
when
the grip
I learned how
to
write, I had to develop a schema in my brain saying, well, this is the way that I'm going to print. So even if I'm not printing in English, let's say, I'm still able to apply that schema into Spanish or into Chinese or whatever, and I'm still able to follow that similar way of printing letters onto a piece of paper.
So the way that your brain understood and processed what it feels like, what muscles it is that you're using, the connect. I guess what I'm thinking of is they can build a machine that when you put something in the back of the brainstem for an amputee, they can use their brain to make the mechanical hand understand what it needs to do in order to accomplish writing or playing the piano or playing a guitar or landing a jet plane. Their brain can control what the machine does. And I guess what I was thinking, thank you. I guess what I was thinking was that is something then that you were talking about AIs learn, because it follows a similar brain pattern. That's scary.
But that's kind of the way that computers learn, just the same way, a really similar way as to how we learn. And the thing that computers can't do is they can't process emotions. So that's where it comes to the idea of, you're going to make the robot angry and it's going to try and take over mankind. That's where I think that's never going to happen. Because in order for you to want to do something terrible like that, you have to be able to feel emotions, you have to be able to process them, and you can't replicate that with code. That's something that is a natural process.
But an individual can teach a computer how to.
An individual can say, well,
how to kill someone.
Look at the, exactly, but it can also say, well, look at this image. As you can see by the way the facial language, you can see by the tone and the colors, the way that it's put together, the artwork itself. You could still have a computer say...
This should make you feel serene.
Yeah, this conveys the emotion of anger or the emotion of happiness. And the way of machine learning, you'd say, well, no, this... You said that it's anger, but in reality this is happiness, because although you might look angry, you might still be happy. And that's where the computer would have a lot of troubles trying to interpret something where a human just naturally...
Can mask.
A
human can mask, and then
that.
they can say, well, your body language is telling me something that your facial expression is not.
Computers can't feel.
And never will.
But going off on kind of a different tangent here, I was talking about the example that I used was trying to train a computer to replicate a band.
Right.
And, I'd say, well, a band, they have a specific style, but they're really the only ones that are able to develop their music.
Right. Cover bands seldom make it big.
Exactly.
They're great cover bands, but they're not.
One thing that someone did with this OpenAI standard, which I kind of briefly talked about, OpenAI, again, is just basically the model for doing it, kind of like how Chromium is the model for the browser. If Microsoft wants to do a fork of Chromium, they can just tap that engine in there. But I thought that this was incredibly interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play Name an Artist.
Queen.
How about that? So I'm going to pull up a Queen song. Actually, I tried some Queen songs. They're not the best on this app.
Oh, well then don't do Queen. Don't do Queen then.
Do let's try.
What's best? Do Frank Sinatra. That seems like it would be easy.
All right.
Maybe not.
So I'm going to pick one thing right here. Oh yes, Frank Sinatra. There's a lot there. And let's see. Can you guys hear this? I don't know if you guys can.
I can hear in the headphones.
Hold on 1 second. So
I can't hear.
I am going to add in. Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on.
2:22. You know what I have to do?
You have a meeting at 3, correct?
I have a meeting at 3.
So you're probably gonna want to be leaving here soon.
Probably at about 2:40. 2:45. 2:50.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Technical difficulties.
But I'm intrigued. I just need for this to happen. I'm really, really intrigued.
Okay, can you hear this? Did you hear the ding?
I heard the ding.
Alright, awesome. Now let's go and play the Sinatra.
Dum, dum, da da da. It's not playing yet.
Oy. So let me reload. You see, humans are stupid.
Here we go. Quest for me.
So what do you think about that?
That's interesting. The singer, I think, actually kind of has that soulful sound that
the
Frank
singer
Sinatra.
is Frank Sinatra.
Oh, the singer is Frank.
The
okay.
AI replicated his vocal patterns, and they made him sing. Which that's one of the most amazing things that
the music itself was really choppy, though.
Yeah, it's low quality because trying to add in that extra fidelity, I think, would.
Try somebody that's completely different, like
I I know that I was trying out AC/DC. Let's try that out.
AC/DC
So
it is.
there's different types of music that this
Excuse me.
that this
I'm so
application.
sorry. Allergies, not coronavirus.
So that wasn't Frank singing. It was not Plushy Emu. That's what I think is really cool with this OpenAI.
It wasn't Frank, but yeah, it was very soulful, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
But
the music itself was.
It did sound like him because
it did.
What the program did, it listened to a lot of just his vocals, and it was able to say, well, this is his tone, this is how he basically sounds.
And the length that he held the note and the tempo with which he.
But what this program
it
does,
sounded a lot like
there are someone. Frank has a giant discography of his writing. Never really cared for his singing. Yeah, I don't really listen to a lot of Frank Sinatra, but this is really a demo of the computer kind of making new songs. And this application, it can either do like a remix of a song, or it could also do like brand new lyrics, brand new instruments. There's a lot of different varieties. So I don't know if you've ever heard AC/DC before. I'm guessing you have. Like AC/DC is pretty big.
Is a pretty big band, yeah.
Let's see. This is normally, if you look right here at the temp, this means, are you to a family? Yes, she's my mom. But right here, the higher the number here, usually the better fidelity it is. So this is just rock.
I don't think those are any words, are they? But that's really interesting. Well, yeah, they've got definitely the bass line that they're playing there with the beat of the drum, keeping the tempo of whatever it is that they're playing, and then the bass guitar backing that up. But I think the lead had a little difficulty there.
Yeah,
but that was really interesting. Well, yeah, but that was really interesting.
Yeah, that's where I think that's really cool, because
so what is the process involved there?
Well, I said that it's basically, you listen to a lot of AC/DC songs, you say this is what the bass line sounds like, and you're basically going off of something that's already been created, but you're remixing it in a way that it's brand new. Yeah. Because I think that's really the same way that a band would work, because
now
they develop their own style.
They're not just gonna,
especially for like an album.
So they're not just gonna take like an existing song, right?
Well, it does do that, but I think the really cool ones is when it makes
its
a re-rendition.
And it says this might have been something that AC/DC would have written back in the day.
Yes. So I know that the title of this stream was, "Is This the Future of Music?"
Right.
And I think that especially for remixing, like, this is something that's really powerful, because if I wanted to remix a song, I'd have to write a whole new, like, bass track. I'd have to rewrite a lot of the song. But
there is nothing new under the sun, right? I mean, every book that's ever been written, every story that's ever been told, every song that's ever been sung is kind of like a remix, right?
And technically this is not anything new also.
Okay.
But it's still something that the only way to write AC/DC before a technology like this would be to literally get the band together. I could try and replicate in the style of AC/DC, kind of how it sounds, but
be trained by the...
It wouldn't be AC/DC. But with this is something that's a lot more, I guess, generic. It's a lot newer. And like you mentioned before, there's nothing new. Well, what if the radios would play something that is being generated in real time by a computer? Instead of listening to the same song over and over again, you could listen to something that's similar,
but brand new.
And I think different. That's it's just kind of different enough where it's really cool. And what really got me interested in this, I apologize because I'm going to rickroll you just in advance.
That was not nice.
Not technically.
No, so I don't. I love Rick Astley. I think
this is called a continuation. So if we look at the lyrics here,
we're not strangers to love.
And originally it is the same, but if you look down here, don't tell me. Okay, so that's the same. I think that this is the same. There's one that differed with the lyrics.
in the style of.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Is there an application for me as a one-act play director and Creative Commons?
Yeah, I disagree. I really like.
I mean, is it like no? It's just in the style of, because an AI created it, and it's not copyrighted anymore.
We'll talk about that.
That's a bucket of worms.
Let me play this for you. This is an example of a remix.
Okay.
Specifically.
This sounds just like him.
Wait for it.
Okay, that's not right. Well, I can see a ton of up-and-comings who have an ability to just belt it and have great pipes and great charisma and can play, being able to do something like this and generate their own, I don't know.
And the thing with that, it kind of reminds me, you know when you get a song in your head?
Yeah.
And it kind of stays in there for a bit longer than you might want.
Because it made me mad. I was expecting it to sound like, because it began just like the song, and I was expecting it to stay just like the song, but it didn't.
But what that reminds me of
made me mad.
Like, sometimes in my head, songs kind of get remixed. I kind of just go on and kind of make it into something.
Well, yeah. I don't know the words to the song, but I am going to sing along.
It wasn't exactly the lyrics, but it was something that was really unique.
Yeah.
And it really reminded me of...
And I liked it.
Playing it again and again in my head.
I hated it at first. I was mad, but I liked it.
Yeah, originally I was like, ooh, what is this? Because the way that I found it was, I think it was like... Never Gonna Give You Up, but it's generated by an AI or something, and I'm like, ooh, what is this? Because a lot of the time people mess around with Never Gonna Give You Up, and
I think you're gonna say good night. I think you're gonna broadcast good night, and instead you broadcast.
But
yeah, my little darling, aren't you?
But it's
that was lovely.
I think it really opens up a lot of possibilities. But what you mentioned now was copyright.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do that.
Well,
because is it Rick Astley's property?
It said in the style of. Is the style of something that you can copyright.
How would you monetize that? Because
there's nothing new under the sun, right?
Would it go to the creator of the AI? Would it go to the person that generated the song? Would it go to the band that made the style? Because technically Rick Astley didn't have anything to do with that song except for the tune.
Can you sue Rick Riordan for saying, no, you can't use a Greek myth?
Mm-hmm. Can you sue LG because they made a monitor? Or could you sue...
Using the same kind of...
Could you sue AMD because their new Ryzen CPU used an architecture that was developed by Intel back in 1970, whatever.
There is nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. And it's really intriguing for me as a theater arts teacher to say, you know, if I can put a live musician on stage because that live musician has his or her own style and play a song that might be copyrighted, I'm still within the standards. But this is... I don't know. I'm intrigued. I'd like to know the answer to that. That's probably not part of the discussion that you really wanted to have here, but what does this open up in the world of, like, I know I have a principal who always likes to scare the pee out of you, and he'll say things like, oh, kids can take a video with phones. Kids can take a video of you, and then suddenly, you know, they're creating deep fakes of you. Is this within that same vein, like the deep fake?
Well, okay, so I think that something like music generation, I don't think that that's harmful at all, because all you're doing is making more entertainment.
Right.
Which I think that's great, but that really brings you to the deep fakes, which I think is where it really opens up a can of worms, especially for the liability.
I never said that. There you are, right there.
What deep fake
is believing.
Is it's basic. Oh, hold on 1 second. Have you seen the Obama deep fake with Jordan? I haven't.
I've seen Obama deep fakes before, but
I have not seen that.
One.
But where it really gets scary is because you're replicating Obama, but it isn't Obama saying that. So what if you had Obama getting up there, or Trump in this case, because he's our president now, saying terrible stuff, or stuff that would threaten the security of the United States? How do you prove that that's a deepfake? Because a while ago, deepfakes weren't necessarily that great, but computers have gotten so much more processing power, the algorithms have gotten slimmed down so much.
You could have fooled me. That I would have been fooled.
Exactly. I'm gonna mute this here. This is Watch Mojo. I don't really like them, but I haven't really prepared anything here. Let's see if I can find like that's yeah. Let me actually bring up your video
shirtless.
Here. Let's see. All right. Gotta wait for it. I've muted the audio so that we don't have to bother the viewers who just have to finish watching this. I might as well switch
It's
over.
like I'm on the beach.
I hate ads. All right. Okay, so let me turn up the audio there. You won't believe what Obama says in this video. So okay, so what deepfake does, first of all, you could replace the face of somebody, like an actor or something, with another face. So what I saw was somebody replaced this old actor with the face of a YouTuber that I watch, and it didn't really look that convincing. It's like, that could be harmful, but I guess that's more of a gag, like,
yeah,
oh look, my face is on the actor of so-and-so.
Okay.
Which, might be interesting. Another thing, well, thank you for the turd nutcase. The other thing that this does is you can generate vocals. So you can make it sound like Obama is saying something. Where the deepfake technology comes in is with the lips and with the intonations on the face.
Right.
Yo, you got any weed? No, I don't. Real vapor, no. Bad acne. Oh yes, I do have bad acne. Not gonna deny that. But where it gets poor, where it gets scary, is the way that you can make someone say something that they don't.
Our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
Even it's if not. Never say those things. It's not. It doesn't sound like his voice.
For instance, they could have me say
it certainly like, looks like he's saying what it is that he's.
Killmonger was right.
Saying. I mean, his physical response to the words matches the words, so it does
President
look
Trump
like.
is a total and complete dipshit. Now, you see, I would never say these things. At least not in the public.
I think that what they did here was they got a voice actor. He sounds like a voice actor to me.
It doesn't sound like
an impression of Obama. Let's see. Speed. I don't know what's going on here. I opened up magnifier. Looks like they updated it in version 2004.
032/112 subtitles/closed caption.
I don't know what's going on there. But I wanted to zoom in. So the deepfake technology, and I think that this is actually incredibly good.
Someone else would. Someone.
This is what the video is doing here. So if you look, this is the guy that is acting it out. And what they did was they got so many frames of Obama's face, and they made it so that it would be superimposed onto this guy's face, or actually vice versa, more than likely.
It's a dangerous time.
So that's the impersonator.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Don't wink at me. I ain't gonna wink at you. I ain't gonna do anything like that. So what do you guys think about that? How do you think we control the liability?
I think it's terrifying, but if I make somebody who has power, or somebody who has a position that is of importance say something that he or she didn't say, but it looks as if they did, it's really, really hard to deny or allow them to deny some of those things. I know that it seems outrageous that some of the words that come out of our president's mouth, that if they actually came out of our president's mouth, but you'd want to say, is that deep fake? But yeah, you're right. I mean, some deep fake is easy to spot.
Yes,
but
I think that I saw one of, like, I'm not sure if this was a deep fake or not, but Joe Biden. I saw one video. I was like, is that real? I don't know. I'm not sure.
And
that's
right,
why
yeah.
you need to get your information from
a trusted resource. But it's really getting kind of scary to know what who is and who isn't. I mean, where am I getting my reliable, info? So
I think that you really, because the problem there is that even if you have a trusted source, they might not always be able to know if a video is real. Because you could have an analyst there say, not sure if this is completely real. But the second element, I guess, of this whole faking stuff is with the audio replication. Let's see. So, this application is called Libird AI, and I've used it before, actually. Let's see, hold on one second. Let me pull that up right there. I believe I do have an account, but what this does is it's kind of like the Google Translate voice that sounds really robotic, but they listen to samples of your voice or somebody else's voice, and then they replicate something with that. So
well, if
what
they
you
can
could
get
do,
the voices as well as you got the voice of the singers that we were listening to, it'd be pretty amazing.
So what you could do is you could feed hours and hours of Obama speaking, make a voice of him saying something, and then go to the deepfake technology and make his mouth look like he's saying it. So you're making 100% from scratch a completely new Obama video. So let's see, I think that I already have an account with these people. Let me see if I can log in here.
241.
I would hope that someone like MSNBC would verify a video.
Well, yeah,
I would. I really
you
would.
definitely do. But if you've got somebody who is so compelled to verify what they've been saying, like, look, this proves Russia. If they were so, I want it to happen so badly, it would be really difficult. But yeah, I mean, you'd have to trust that that's, something that they would do. Mr. Live Studio is here.
Yeah, how you doing, Joe? We've just been talking about this AI stuff.
It's scary.
Would you
Scary
guys
stuff,
like to
Joe.
hear more Never Gonna Give You Up? Would you like to hear more of Jukebox? I'm gonna play another version here.
I'd like you to actually play a version of somebody that has a voice that is like completely recognizable, like Elvis Presley. A very unique sounding voice like Elvis Presley. Something that is really difficult to
let's see,
imitate. Well, I don't know if Elvis
actually,
is all that difficult to
hold
imitate.
on here. Going back to Jukebox for a
that's
second.
difficult to imitate.
Uh-oh. Storylight is shutting down. This is fake news. I knew that. You've been pranked. Storylight is going to be shutting down due to lack of lols.
Lack of lols,
Fake news is terrible. But this is another thing that I didn't really show you. These are lyrics from Elvis. Wait, hold on, I gotta show you the screen. How many dummy? Let's see. These are lyrics from Elvis that let's see, removed from Mr. Okay. We've never seen these before, so this was all written by the AI. They were able to kind of.
I know. I was looking through it, and I was like,
sound like an Elvis.
I don't recognize those.
But they don't really make sense most of the time. And this Jukebox application isn't that great.
Kind of
Starry
like
night, bring me down till I
Bohemian
realize
Rhapsody
the moon. It seems so distant, yet I feel it pass right through.
I felt it pass right through, huh?
How old are you? I am 16, I think. Yes. Can I make music for you? Well, you have to. I don't think that you can control this, but it really makes a bunch of different music based on artists.
Okay, so let's hear Elvis.
Starry night, bring me down, draw me lights, the moon.
That's kind of wild because it does.
This is,
I mean, the song itself is, I think, a little too electronic, but
but this is a completely brand new song. We have a listen. Hey, thank you for the host, Killsome, and thank you for the follow, Killsome, and thank you, Plushy, for the email, Emu for the follow also. Elvis, I don't really listen to a lot of Elvis.
Andy Williams. Do you want to know a story about Andy Williams? Andy Williams grew up in my hometown, or a town close to my hometown, and my grandmother babysat him. Spanked him. Just a story that my family has passed down. Whether I can verify it or not, I don't know. But I do know that they would drive me past his house and say, "That's his house. That's Andy Williams' house." But yeah, I was thinking that because, you know, there's a lot of artists that will take somebody like Andy Williams and say, let's take his Christmas album and let's revamp this particular Christmas song and make it, you know, something into something, you know. So then you might have like Mariah Carey's version of whatever, you know.
Hey, hold on one second. We've sent an email through. I'm trying to log on to this
2:45. I've got about 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah, you can get up and leave when you need to get up and leave.
I don't know if people want to see me get up and leave though, because you're gonna have to see, you know, parts of me that you don't want to see.
No, you're wearing pants.
Yeah,
Oh,
I am.
Boy. Let's see, more spam. Trash. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to log on to this. You're wearing pants, it should be fun.
Somebody wanted our coffee.
Oh, you want some coffee, Joel? Like, here's some coffee for you.
Starbucks.
Kind of like ASM artist now, aren't I? Well, let's see. I guess I'm going to have to... I guess I won't be able to demo this right here. It's all about Dutch Bros. I have never heard of them. I've never heard of them before.
Hi, me.
But,
Dutch.
I don't know
Going
if
Dutch, man.
if
Going
there's
Dutch.
an example of this. Overdub allows you to replace recorded words and phrases with synthesized speech. Let's see if I
totally
can...
blended into
let's
the
see
background.
If I should do this. I should probably make a YouTube channel.
Oh, Dutch
This
Brothers is the Starbucks competitor. #1 Starbucks competitor.
Ah, I see.
I thought it was about going Dutch.
I see.
Like, hey, we can't share the coffee. We need to go Dutch.
So I don't think...
Should probably make a YouTube channel this year.
Ooh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Did you guys hear that? Let's see, I don't know if I have my audio capture here. Okay, I do. But, normally... Share the link. Alright. Normally, with, like, a speech synthesis that's done with a computer, it sounds like a robot, doesn't it? You've heard it before.
Absolutely.
Like
yeah.
those people that...
Which is why we need to get back on Fiverr and do some more
voiceovers.
voiceovers.
But this...
Like voiceovers, yeah. Because I'm a good voiceover
What I did
artist.
here was I put in this text right here. I should probably make a YouTube channel this year. And listen to it.
I should probably make a YouTube channel this year.
It wasn't. Make a YouTube channel.
I should probably make a YouTube channel. Try the men's voice. Alright, let's try the men's sample one. They are completely separate from one another. They are not at all...
No, that's too much like what it is. They are going to be. Is #1.
So this is just completely random. This
We
is something that you
wish.
probably wouldn't hear.
Okay.
Talk about using this tech for... Yeah, I think that would actually be cool to talk about, because when I look at this, I normally think, oh god, you're going to have someone make Obama voice or Trump voice, and then crap's going to hit the fan. They're going to be shut down.
Definitely, yeah.
But if
yeah,
you could
it
do that
be.
for like an audiobook or something, you wouldn't have to commission someone to read thousands of hours
Right, you don't have to just, always go to the
Mhm.
dark side.
All you have to do, it might not be perfect, but it might be pretty good. Let's try and listen to this. It has to take a while. It will probably mess up on RANDtek.
They are RANDtek. Is number one separate from one another.
How was it? You can use this tech to make money on Fiverr to people and companies.
That's true.
Yeah.
There you go. Yes, it's my voice, really.
Hold on, let me listen to
That's
it once
really
more.
true.
Hold on one second. Would you like to hear it again?
They are MinTech. Is number one separate from one another.
Ooh, that was pretty good.
It
Lois
kinda
said
seamless.
MinTech.
Just kind of seamless.
Maybe if I separate the two, mind tech. Let's see. Good luck.
Well, I'm gonna tell
They
you,
are
people do literally
not
pay others. We
separate
did
from one
we
another.
did do Fiverr for a summer once, and a lot of people that were operating in the other half of the hemisphere would expect that we would have something done by 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but
Yeah.
it was like 3 o'clock in the morning for us. So yeah, this would have worked pretty well. Hey, let me just put your script in into the dub voice. That would have been pretty nice. But that is
It's pretty amazing.
think of even the possibilities of podcasting something, of creating a script and then just putting the script through and running a podcast just randomly, or I don't know what else makes money. I guess maybe podcasts don't always make money.
Mm-hmm. But I think
Not
that
always, but
what I really want to try, I'm not sure if this would work, but I would like to get on the speech synthesis application, because if you don't know, you can train it by reading different things with your microphone. Obviously, I don't know why I added that, but you can train it with giving it samples of your voice and then have it generate something that tries to sound like you. Tech Catch Up podcast. That would probably be a stretch.
AI
honestly.
generated.
Unless
You
it's
could
like a
have
minute
a portion
long.
of it. That would be kind of a
Mhm.
catchy little.
But-
Hey, let's go listen to see if we can tell which one was actually created and recorded or created AI. That would be kind of cool.
But what I really want to do is try and make like a short video that's completely generated, but you gotta go.
I gotta go, but I'm sitting in a bungee chair, so I
Ooh.
know that I'm gonna have lines across the
No,
back of my
switch
legs.
it. I
and-
can turn off the video if you want. But,
Okay, yeah.
Let's see, 1 second. So, I'd like to make a complete MindTech AI generated video, do the deepfake, do the speech, and maybe do some music. I'm not sure. Music
I
probably
don't
wouldn't
know.
work.
Yeah, here's my own original music. I just want it to be like Creative Commons. That's what I want, because I want to say, make me something in the style of, and then, oh golly, that would be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I hope that it evolves to something like that, because it would give you a lot of power to do something that was unique. Instead of playing the same Kevin McLeod music that all the other YouTubers play, you just do in the style of no copyright. Click the go button.
Right. If
Make
it
sure that the
were no
website would
copyright,
give you
right.
no copyright, and
'Cause
you'd have
It's
100%.
in the style of. If I
Mhm.
sit down to compose something entirely on my own, I'm going to compose it in the style of. Nothing new under the sun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, can you
All right.
I gotta
I'll see you
hustle.
later.
Bye guys.
We're
it
still
was
gonna
so
remain
nice
live.
talking to you. This was a
I'm
really
still gonna go
interesting
live for a
topic,
bit
and I
more.
would love to hear some more feedback. So I'll be back. I won't be back right away. I've got a meeting, but
All right.
it was great talking to you. It was great seeing you again. Okay.
Adios.
Adios.
Just gotta turn off the camera there.
just until I get out the door. Okay.
I live. Adios. All right, we're back. My dog was on my bed. I can't believe it. Just kidding. My dog would want to do that. My dog is like, I hate you. My dog hates my guts. I don't know why. Okay, well, the small one, the big dog, he's fine with me. Rip overlays. Oh God. Yeah. There we go. I fixed it. So let's see if maybe I could try and make an account with this application for the Libird AI, and see if I can't generate a bit of a voice here. I know that the deepfake technology is a bit harder to get, because you have to go through with each individual frame and say, this is what I want it to look like, this is what it should look like, and there's a lot of manipulation you have to do. So it's a bit harder to generate stuff like that. I don't know if you've realized this or not, but there's a mirror behind you and you kind of see the dual screens. Oh yeah, I know there's a mirror there. I didn't really intend that, because this is actually a temporary setup. It's 4 screens usually, sometimes. Yes, it is. Let's see, hold on 1 second. Could I show you my entire setup here? Let's see. Could I position it so you can see my mess? Ha! You can! Look at that! Look at that. Yeah, here's my 2 screens. Inception! Exactly. That's what it is. Inception. Infinite loop. Yeah, if I like pointed my camera at the OBS preview, you could see an infinite loop of technology. Let's see, I'm going to sign up for this. Oh god. What microphone? I'm using the Rode NT1A with Behringer's NXQ802 USB DAC. Let's see, alright, so I have signed up here. Don't know why I... Hold on one second. Alright, there we go. I'm good now. I am bueno. Should probably close my email also. That would be advisable. There we go. Alright, so here is the Librox. Play MC Mental, please. Let's see, can I find it on the jukebox if I can? And this shouldn't copyright strike me because, like I said, this is completely new. This is unique. So let's see. And they don't have all artists here, so I'm going to search them up. MC... We have MC Hammer, but not MC Mental. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's try some MC Hammer because, you know, it's in the style. This is a remix of You Can't Touch This, by the way. Alright, we'll see you later, plush emo. Isn't that weird? That is really weird. It's not the artist nerd, it's the song. Okay. Well, I can't search songs, that's why. So. I'm sorry. Let's see. So it looks like what this is, yeah, it was good talking to you. Thank you for the follow also, by the way. So it looks like what I can do here is transcribe audio. So if I, let me go back here. If I get like a script for one of my YouTube videos, yes, I script them out sometimes. I know. Or maybe you know what? I could like pull in one of my assignments for college. And see what it does. I'm leaving you, nerd. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Now we're just winding down here right now. I've talked about the main topic. So I'm going to save this as test on my desktop. Yeah, if you, I think that I have the one. Wanna have a nerd fight? Yeah, we're all nerds in here. This is a technology show. Let's see. What does it want? Drag and drop audio to transcribe. Oh, it has to be audio. Oh, I think this is not what I want. I don't think this is correct. Let's see what this actually does. Let me try and transcribe some audio. This is a test. It should be transcribing my audio. I don't know. RANDtek. Super fragile. Sorry. Super fragile cat. Super. I'm inept. I am completely inept. Okay, so what I'm going to do is export this Audacity audio to my desktop. Let me show you what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to choose that file from my desktop and see if it can transcribe. This is not what I was thinking. Fail Audacity. Let's see, will it work? Will it transcribe? Editing features. I guess it can play the audio. Yeah, this was a fail. This wasn't the stuff that I wanted. Let me try and find the actual one. F's in chat, fail. What? Oh, it's because I have the wrong one. Okay, let's see. I libered. I could have sworn it was libered. I could have sworn that this was it. Yeah, I think I'm messed up. Mumbo Jumbo just uploaded. If you want to go and watch Mumbo, you can. We're just gonna try and get to an hour here, because I always like to have my podcasts be an hour. Then after that, we'll probably start spinning down. So there are actually a lot of different websites that do this because, like I said, the OpenAI standard and AI in general, it's something that is really accessible to a lot of people, which I think is pretty awesome also. Although again, you do have the ethical and the security problems that go along with that. But I think that opening it up will allow a lot more data to be collected. And a lot of the time I'm against data collection, but when it comes to training computers, training machine learning and stuff, data collection is essential because it'll say this is the way that it's supposed to be done, do it like this, like I explained in the beginning. So something like Tesla and automatic, like, whatchamacallit, geez, I forgot what it's called, dang it. When you have the car drive itself, self-driving cars, it is critical for it to be able to look at traffic, look at how other people drive, and it can really train the car to say this is the way that you're supposed to drive. Just like when I learn how to drive, my parents are going to have to say, no, don't do that, do that. Oh, yeah. That's the way that the computer has to work also. So if the computer can't collect any data, well then, how is it supposed to learn? So, let's see. Dang, I remember there was this website that was really cool. I don't know, I might have to look through my history or something. But dang it. Yeah, hold on one second here. Trying to find one that might be cool. I know there was one that I saw on another live stream. I think it was called 15.ai. And I thought that was pretty interesting also. Let's load this up here. 15.ai, natural speed synthesis. Let me send a link here also. If you guys want to check it out along with me. Oh, it's undergoing temporary maintenance. Oh, dang it. Okay, that's not gonna work. Dang it. F's in chat for that also. Can't believe it. RANDtek, you actually helped me learn something yesterday. Oh, with the YouTube chapters. That is pretty cool. Discover how you can make any pre-existing audio, build your AI voice. Okay. Interesting. Let's see here. I literally have to schedule a demo for this. No, I'm not gonna do that. What you talking about? Why would I do that? That's ridiculous. Let's see. I never knew how to. It's a brand new feature actually. They just introduced that. Whatchamacallit. They just introduced the YouTube chapter feature. If you guys want to check it out, it's the latest video on my YouTube channel. I should have another video out today or tomorrow, sometime soon. But millions of millions. Yeah, millions of minions. I said it correctly the first time. I didn't think. Yes, I do. I played that game, and it's a great game. My friend Matt owns the game. Didn't he get nominated for some award or something? Yeah, he got nominated for BAFTA. Sounds like NAFTA. I'm not sure. Let's see. British Academy. Ooh. Awesome. That's pretty cool. Matt. Let's see if I can find him here. He's top 10 finalist. Ooh, awesome. Do you follow Jesse Delgado? I don't. I have not heard of Jesse Delgado before. For some reason, it sounds like a familiar name though. But you'll find me a link. Awesome. Yeah, vote for Matt for the British Academy Film Awards, or BAFTA, just like NAFTA, but with a B. Joey Delgado. Yeah, let me look him up. Matt Bull. Now let's see. I see myself. That is awesome. Well, congratulations to Matt. Yeah, he makes some pretty epic games, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, let's go and check out Joey Delgado here. Oh, wow. Okay, so he's a tech channel. Alright. I'm surprised I haven't seen him, because I follow a lot of tech YouTubers, as you can see by my subscriptions. Let's see here. $2,000 Ryzen computer. I guess I did kind of want to talk about, like, Ryzen a bit on this stream. Like, what AMD is doing is pretty darn cool. Hey, I made a YouTube video like this.
Don't overpay for Best Buy.
Okay, well, he did it in 2017. I did it in 2019, so... Oh, boy. No, I did a video about how to download Windows 10. I'll definitely check him out, though. He looks like a pretty cool channel. Looks like he is slow with uploading, though, just like me. But yeah, Ryzen. Dankpod, you follow Dankpods too. I can't believe that. Like, Dankpods, I think, is like that person that no one follows because he's brand new to YouTube. I think I subscribed to him, like, when he first launched his channel. 2 terabyte iPod. He's ridiculous. He's your favorite PC builder. That's awesome, man. Like, I know my favorite PC builder is actually, well, okay, I really like Gary Holzman. Like, I knew how to build a computer before I watched him, but he's shared a lot of really, really good tips. Gary Holzman, Jay's 2 cents. He always does awesome. Bitwit, oh yeah, I follow Kyle. I followed him for years. I haven't really watched his newer content though, but I really like the Lyle character. I remember when the Verge released their PC building tutorial that was terrible. He had Lyle do who's Kyle? I only know Lyle. He had Lyle do a reaction to that, which was just absolutely hilarious. Thought that was awesome. But yeah, Jay's 2 cents. Of course I watch Linus. I'm pretty sure everyone watches Linus. Lyle's reaction video to that was one of my favorites. Yeah, me too. Like, all the other people were like, yeah, you probably shouldn't, you know, get tweezers. It's ironic I have tweezers. You probably shouldn't use tweezers to build a computer. Mr. RANDtek Tips is the new Linus. A lot of people have said that I'm the new Linus, and I don't believe them. Like, I don't have an affinity to drop stuff. Like, I'm not just gonna, you know, oh, crap. Ugh, just kidding. That was me trying to do a Linus impression. It was pretty bad. Unbox Therapy, oh yeah, Unbox Therapy. I think that one of the first videos I saw of his was the Ben test of the iPhone 6. That's what really made him go viral. I remember all my friends in school, also back in like 5th or 6th grade, were like, ooh, look at Unbox Therapy trying to bend the new iPhone 6. And I was like, oh my god, look at that. It's pretty cool. Those were the days, honestly. I've really been getting into retro computing channels on YouTube. Watch this right now, like right now. Let's see, unboxing apples. I think I saw this $1,000 stand. Maybe not. I know I saw the one that he did about the wheels on the new Mac Pro. I'm not sure if I've watched this or not. I'm just gonna skim it quickly. Why, Lou? Why are you wearing gloves for this? Maybe because he wants to, you know, give it back to Apple. Because who needs $1,000 stand? I'm guessing what he's doing with this is, like, you know, he has to get the stand, he has to get the wheels, and then eventually he's going to get the computer itself. No skimming! Don't spoil it! And you have to listen to the music. Okay, fine. Yeah, copyright. Yeah, how about this? So, DMCA takedown. And I want to put this up on YouTube. How about this, plushie? I'll go and watch this off camera, and then my next stream that I'll probably do on Saturday, I'll give you my reaction. So if you want to tune in on Saturday, just so I don't want to get taken down by Lou, because, you know, Lou's awesome, and I don't want to have him be like, oh, RANDtek, he's the enemy of the people, or something like that. But I will definitely watch it. Lou ain't gonna do that. Okay, fine. Fine. just like ASMR right here. Gotta get that action going on. I remember when they released the stand, by the way, I was pretty much as awestruck as everyone else in the audience. Oh yeah, the Tech Catch Up podcast, you gotta do that again. Gotta actually do it, like, really, like, professionally this time. He looks very confused. What, did it come with the Visa mount? I don't think it does. Oh no, it's just the Apple instruction booklet. Audio is weird. Wait, what do you mean it's weird? Maybe, oh wait, hold on, let me try in the desktop. Hopefully this is better. Alright, awesome. Yeah, you gotta have instructions to figure out how to use your new stand, right? $1,000. I will pay $1,000 for a piece. Oh, pfft. I thought that you were referencing Sam Time there. Let's see. Put St. John's roses on. Oh, not case. I'm going to try and avoid playing music that is non-copyrighted. I mean, that is copyrighted. Oh, you were. This is getting scary. What you gonna do, Lou? What you gonna do? Too intense. $1,000, like what? Just a stand for bananas. That's ridiculous. What am I on copyright? I'm gonna put this on YouTube, so I don't want it to be taken down. That's the thing. I'll probably actually have to cut Blue's clip out of it. Oh, that was pretty good. That was a good video. I enjoyed that. He put it all back in the box right after. Actually, no, he didn't put it back in the box. He actually played it in reverse, I'm pretty sure. That was awesome. Lisp on that? I can't do a Lisp. Yeah, I've tried before, but I can't replicate that. You were trying to... Let me try again. Let me try to read that again. I will pay $1,000 for a piece of metal and stick it with a hinge on it. Lamau. I don't think I did that correctly. Well, guys, do you have any more things you want to talk about it? You enjoyed it, mate? I enjoyed the video. Yeah, thank you, Plushie, for suggesting that. I did enjoy Unbox Therapy's video. I always enjoy his videos. And yeah, guys, do you have anything else you want to talk about? Or I'm thinking about maybe spinning this down. Sizzling sausages, say it. Sizzling... What are you guys going on about? Play the guitar. Yeetus deletus. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I don't know how to. I know I do have a guitar here, but there are some fundamental problems here. First of all, it's a child's guitar, so as you can see, it's really small. Second of all, yeah, I somehow broke it. Third of all, I have no idea how to play the guitar. Let's see. I know that you're supposed to like hold the strings here and make it sound different notes. Hold four fingers down. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna play some Lila here. Punch it. Okay. Just kidding. Sing a song. I can't sing. You don't want to hear me sing. I'm serious. Ow! It hurt. No, I just like I did like boom. If you know what I mean. Oh boy, how did this turn from a discussion of AI to me trying to play the guitar on stream? I don't get it. Guitar is one of my favorite instruments, though I know Davey504 wouldn't be happy with me, but guitars are awesome. Thank you for the 1,000 sparks, Mr. Live. You have anything else? Anything else you want me to comment on? Yeah, Luke isn't in here. I'm really bad about going to your streams, I know, and I'm sorry. You look like Steve Smith. I do. I'd have to have a reference. I'm not into like celebrity culture at all. Let's see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh no, okay, Steve Smith there. Okay, yes, I would agree. I better not show you what I was thinking because it probably would cancel me in these times, but yeah, I agree. Have a good stream, iTech. Yeah, I think I'm going to start spinning her down. Where is Papa Stan? Or who's Papa Stan? I'm not like a simp. I don't have any stands or whatever. Watch on YouTube, Force Outside. I'll check it out later, Real Vapor. So, thank you all for watching this stream. I think that AI has really been taking some nice strides. I also think, though, that what we need to have, really, are governments that can understand what it does and how to protect against it. And I think that any deepfake software or anything that replicates, like, vocal patterns and such, they need to have some sort of way, some sort of disclaimer that that tells you, no, now. Real Vapor, I will look it up, but if it's like porn or anything like that, I obviously can't play that on stream. Hold on 1 second. Let me check her out. Oops, I accidentally copied to the wrong thing. I copied to the time. Hold on. Horse outside. Oh no. Ooh. I'll donate if you react. You don't have to donate, man. You talk crap, bro. Play something. I did want to start a Minecraft Let's Play on the release candidate for 1.16. But yeah, I'm not sure if I can play that on stream, man. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if that being completely appropriate. But, yeah, just going on that, I think that we need to have some sort of regulation just to make sure that it doesn't get out of hand because, like we mentioned before, we saw this video with Obama, and it looked pretty convincing, and although it was only done with an impersonator for Obama, if you had, like, that technology replicate his voice, it could be pretty bad. I wasn't really thinking about doing a Minecraft stream right now. No swearing, it's cool. Alright. I'm glad you understand, because I know that I did play a clip with some swearing though, so I'm quite a hypocrite, but I just don't want to, one, avoid copyright issues, and two, make sure that I don't get like flagged for being a family friendly stream and having a lot of swearing. But thank you guys for watching. If there's nothing else to say, I think we will end it. The next stream will be probably on Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to check me out there, check me out live, just come back to my Mixer homepage around that time and you'll be sure to see me. Alright? Catch you all later. Bye-bye.